Time Zone, it's me, DjDoubleT, here and existing with another episode of Hard to Make a Romantic Cartoon. We're gonna dive into episode 16 to well, not this week, but yeah, this week and today technically. And yeah, hope that goes well. What are we on, specifically? Episode 16, an assimilation. When I slowly opened my eyes, I saw Hyun.
잘 잤어?
Good morning. He looked so natural, I almost forgot that I was at the hospital.
괜찮아.
It's
내가 있어.
okay. I'm here. Hyun calmed me down. His presence gave me comfort, but at the same time, I felt fragile. I couldn't help myself from bursting into tears.
아무래도 내가 이상해진 것 같아.
Something must be wrong with me.
울지 마.
Don't cry. I was scared. I woke up, but I wasn't getting my usual strength back. I think I fainted because of an illness, not because of the system. And it was terrifying to have strange memories in my head. I could handle having more of Cha Do-young's memories, but what if I lose my own memories? The worst case scenario would be losing control over my body. I kept imagining bad things.
무서워.
I'm scared. There was no point in complaining to Hyun, but I couldn't help it.
이번엔 또 뭘 잘못한 걸까?
What did I do wrong this time?
차도영,
Cha Do-young,
그만.
stop thinking.
그만 생각해.
Stop crying. And
그만
look at
울고.
me. I called out, but Do-young couldn't stop himself from sobbing. He looked so weak and fragile. It made my heart ache.
도영아,
Do-young. Hyun kept comforting me. Hyun kept comforting me. He kissed the back of my hand. It was a short kiss, but it was more affectionate and desperate than ever. His lips went on from the back of my hand to my fingers and then to my palm. My tears dried up from surprise. When I met his eyes, Hyun smirked.
다 울었어?
Ran out of tears. He looked so bold-faced.
너 지금
What?
뭐
What
하는 거야?
You just do.
우는 차도영 달래기.
Helped Cha Do-young stop crying. Then he gave me a smacking kiss on my palm again. I could feel the warmth of his lips on my palm.
이젠 아무 생각 안 나지?
You can't think of anything else now, can you?
나면 이상한 거지.
Of course not. I tried to pull my hand back, but Hyun didn't let me go. Hyun tried to kiss my hand again. I shut my eyes tight and shouted,
이젠 안 울잖아.
I'm not crying anymore.
이건 그냥 내가 하고 싶어서 하는 건데.
I'm doing it because I want to. He was never the predictable one. Then bit the tip of my finger mischievously. Guy Hyun must be insane. I hate him. Punched him again. I don't think I would say I hate him. I'm just gonna punch him.
너 이리 와.
Come here.
가면
Then what?
네가 그렇게 좋아하는 내 손을 줄게.
I'll give you my hand. I was going to throw him a punch, not knowing what I had on my mind. Hyun put up a smile.
아니, 난 그거 말고 다른 거.
No, I want something else. Hyun then leaned closer to me. As Hyun got closer, I slapped him on his lips.
분위기 파악도 못하는 바보 같은 차도영.
You fool, you never read the room.
너야말로 분위기 좀 파악해.
You're the one who's not reading the room.
난 지금
I
장난칠
don't
기분
feel
아니거든.
like joking around.
나도 장난 아니거든.
I wasn't joking. We stared at each other, then Hyun pulled me to his side. I leaned against his chest. I felt warm and sweet. I didn't want to get away from him.
그래도 이제 기운은 좀 나지 않았어?
But you feel better now, don't you?
어디 무서워서 안 났다고 하겠냐고.
Am I even allowed to say no?
약해지지 마. 난 너 그런 거 싫어.
I don't want to see you weak.
그게 내 마음대로 되는 게 아니란 말이야.
It's not like I can control that.
이번엔 내가 보고만 있지 않을 거니까.
This time, I won't just stand idle. Hey, Anari. I'm sorry. Today was an unlucky day today. I was going through a few little different things. And hi, Mari. Hyun spoke fixing my hair with a sweet and gentle touch.
혼자 싸우게 안 해.
I'll talk about it more
같이 해.
after.
그럼 할 수 있어.
I'll answer that after the episode, Anari. I, I won't let you fight alone. We'll do it together. You don't even know what it is that I'm fighting. I complained to myself, but then I felt tears welling up in my eyes again.
너도 어떻게 할 수 없는 문제일 수도 있잖아.
It might be something that's out of your hands.
글쎄. 뭐
Well,
그럴 수도 있겠지.
it could be.
뭐야?
그래도
But still,
네가 원하면
I'll try my best
힘
if
닿는
you want me
데까지
to.
열심히 뒤집어.
고마워.
Thank you. Some time passed, and I finally got myself together. Yeah, I should fight. I must ask the writer what's going on and come up with a plan. I looked up at the ceiling and called for the writer. Come out. We need to talk. But there was no answer. So I took a vase on the bedside table and threw it on the floor. A sharp noise echoed inside the room. Will you show up now? But then, the door burst open and Do-hee came inside. Do-young? Hyun and Jinha were behind her too. No, this shouldn't be happening. What the heck? Cha Do-young. Get away from him. Get him away from that. He'll get hurt. Do-young, are you okay? The room was in a mess. The three of them were trying to clean it up. I was the only one who stood there confused. I just wanted to get some clues, but the writer didn't show up. What's worse, I felt a throbbing pain in my chest. It hurts. Everything was a mess. I tried again and again to call out to the writer, but nothing happened. Why? Do I need to be more destructive? Do I have to take even more extreme actions? But what if the writer doesn't turn back time after I do that? I'm scared. I don't think I can do it. Is the writer trying to make me the real Cha Do-young? Cha Do-young, male lead of a BL cartoon who will stay true to the story. That was the only explanation I could think of. I have no idea now. Does the writer want me to become Cha Do-young himself? And if that's true, is there something I can do to resist? I felt helpless. I didn't want to do anything except cry. I'll take Do-young. Jinha and Do-hee looked at me with wide eyes. What are you talking about? You're taking Do-young to your house? I tried very hard to persuade them. The one place where Do-young can get help immediately when he's unwell. The one place where Do-young won't be left alone. You should come too, Cha Do-hee. Do-young will feel lonely if he's alone in a strange place. I'll think about it. There's no need to. This is the best option you've got. I'll do anything for Do-young. Cha Do-hee thought for a while before she finally nodded. Okay then. Lee Jin-ha stared at me with upset eyes. Can I don't run a boarding house, but then I can't see Do-young. It was Cha Do-hee who talked Lee Jin-ha out of it. To Hyun's house? Yeah? Well, what do you think? I could tell that they'd already made an agreement. Is it necessary? It was true that I didn't want to stay at the hospital. I'd like to go stay there. You do? What if you collapse again? I would be helpless. What Do-hee said was enough to change my mind. Okay. You will be nice to Do-hee, right? I made Hyun promise that to me. Everyone will be nice to my guests. Hyun and Do-hee left to see the doctor and sort things out before I left the hospital. Jinha stayed by my side. Are you sulking? No, it's just a shame that I can't see you often. He looked like a sweet puppy. A sweet golden retriever, maybe. I patted Jinha on the back. I stroked Jinha's head. Why not?
너 이리 와.
Come here. I'll text you. What if that's not enough? I can call you. What if that's not enough? It's not like I'm going abroad. Come over. It's not my place, but whatever. Can I come over every day? Why not? Come over every day. Although, I'm a guest myself. My voice sank to a whisper. I'll try sneaking out. Should we pinky swear? Jenna smiled like a child as we pinky swore. It happened in the blink of an eye. As soon as I got out of the car, Hyun lifted me up in his arms and ran into the house. Hey, I thought you got permission to bring me here. Sort of. He's barging in just like this? This can't be true. I was ready to say hello in a polite manner, and me win his family's favor. This was definitely not what I imagined. Polite manners my foot. Hyun barged in holding me in his arms. I heard voices like, Sir! And, oh my. There's nothing I could do except for cover my face with my hands. You're so dead, Gang Hyun. Get Dr. Kim quick. Yes, sir. Is he calling for a family doctor? Should we prepare the guest room? No, I'm taking him to my room. Sorry? What? You won't even lend me a room? Hyun put me down on his bed. Then he tucked me in real tight. I'm sorry if I scared you, but be nice, will you? I wouldn't have yelled at him since his employees were everywhere, but his sweet voice calmed me down a bit. Still, I should be giving him a good scolding. I was about to talk to him when someone cleared his throat to call for attention. I'd like to check on your friend. He followed us in and came over to me. Do-young, are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. He's just making a fuss. I know that, but were you scared? A bit. I talked to Do-hee in a low voice. Then someone knocked on the door gently. Sir, the chairman is looking for you. Not now. At first, I used Do-young's condition as an excuse, but now he was really sick. Dr. Kim was about to check on him for the first time. I was planning to watch him from up close to make sure he was doing his job right. I'm okay. Go on. Do-young looked uncomfortable, and I felt sorry for him. It's nothing. Don't worry. Let me know if he doesn't check on you thoroughly, or if someone makes you uncomfortable. Okay. Now go. I was talking to Do-young, but I was warning people around me to help Do-young out properly. I noticed that the employees turned ashen. That's better. Now Do-young wasn't an ordinary guest. I just showed them that I care for him. There was an awkward atmosphere in the room. I should send him away. He's waiting for you. Hurry up. Let them know if you're hungry and get some sleep whenever you're tired. He wanted to stop until the very last minute. I'm not a child. I said go. Hyun finally left the room when I yelled at him out of embarrassment. Episode 16 and assimilation finished.
너를 만나는 지금이 하루 중 가장 행복한 시간이야.
Meeting you is the happiest part of my day. That's episode 16, guys. But to answer, Mari and Anari, I'm not doing so hot today. I know I said I'd be here at 1. I just didn't sleep until late again, and I was just a little partially stressed, and I found it a little tough to do things today. And then I had some mishaps. Like, I ordered some food from a place, but I went to go pick it up, but it turns out the location that I thought it was at is permanently closed now, and then I didn't get my order, and so I was sad about that. My card that got declined when it came to grocery shopping, so I had to use a different card within like my own accounts, and I dropped off an application. It just felt like things weren't going right, and I think I was going through like some of my vulnerable state. You know, Mari, I sent you something earlier, and I know we talked about it. And like now I don't now I don't feel like it was as much of a joke as it was. Like at first I was like, oh yeah, that's oh gosh. And then now I'm like I was in a vulnerable state. What took me even longer today was that I I wanted to cry. I I just I just did. I don't want to talk about fully the reasons why because I don't want to distract from everything else, but yeah, that just happened and I'll be fine. I'll be fine from it. I think I just needed some time. I won't. And that's also the reason why I'm even doing charity work because, well, part of the reason why is like, I know I've talked about mental health. It's something that I really do struggle with consistently, and I've gotten better with it. And I want to make sure that whatever may or may not happen to me in the future, right? That I did good with what time I had in life. And for other people to have this option. So that's also the reason why I'm streaming for charity currently until the end of the May for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's just that's something that is important to me, and I hope that other people have resources for it. Yeah, I know. I really wanted to be like in the stream today without the fact that I'm forcing a smile, and I'm not. I'm not really. I'm actually enjoying this, me getting to character, but also the sad parts are making me want to fully like just bawl. That I'm getting way into like method acting. But yeah, that's kind of what's been happening today. It's just been a series of unfortunate events and some things that I think I have to face and talk to about with some family at some point, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I'm gonna keep trying. And also, I think it's also been a little short, but I think I'm gonna do episode 17 as well. I think today's just not the day to cry on camera. At least, not what I think I should. I'll let it go at some point, or I'll find somewhere to channel these emotions into something else. I might make like another poetry segment later tonight, and I will post it. I'll talk about it. But I don't want. I hope that no one. I mean, I am glad about the people in my life who will ask if like I'm okay and check on my well-being. But I also want to make sure that hey, this isn't something you have to be afraid of. This is just like me channeling these things. I appreciate it, Mari. I've had some. I wouldn't say like red flags, but I've had the anime flags lately today, or like the past few days, and it's been a little bit wee woo. But we have time. I'm gonna do episode 17. Then after episode 17, we'll do our Honkai Promise thing, and then some withering. Just I think daily stuff. And then Mari, whenever you're home, and if you got excuse me, and you got the game, we'll play that. But I did submit a job application today. I found out that they might not be hiring. So that's gonna be fun. So I might have to call again, check some other places. But I really think I need to save up something soon. Just because I want to move. They're not really zombies per se, I think. But I could be wrong. Anyways. If I want to talk about more about this later, I'll talk about it more later. But for now, let's dive into one more episode. And then we'll switch. Hard to Make a Romantic Cartoon, episode 17, in operation. You wanted to see me? I heard you brought him here. I told you I'll bring a friend over. You never said he'd be here with baggage. Oh, I forgot to mention it. I was in a hurry. I can send his baggage back. We have everything here. Grandfather sighed deeply before he called my name. Hyun, is it because of your mother? Mother was very weak. She was advised not to have a baby, but she chose to have me. It wasn't long before she died. Some things just can't be helped, not even with money. Father was lost in his deep sorrow after losing her, and he decided to run away from me when I was just a baby. It was kind of a cliche. And grandfather took me in. I'm always grateful for him. But still, he shouldn't have said that. Chow Do-young's different. I clenched my fists hard. They weren't the same. It was ridiculous of him to even compare them. I don't compare Chow Do-young with Mom. Chow Do-young wasn't weak. And I wasn't going to lose him the way Father lost her. Even if Chow Do-young tries to leave, I won't let him. Hyun. There's no point arguing. He's already here. The King Sung won't kick out my friend who just got out of the hospital, because if you do, it will make up a lot of rumors. Grandfather simpered, looking baffled. You're so cheeky. The next morning, I headed to Ganghyun's house. I'm here to see Do-young. Oh! You're friends with Mr. Do-young. This way, please. I didn't want to put Do-young in trouble, but I didn't want to introduce myself as Hyun's friend. I stepped inside and found Do-hee talking to the employees. Where's Do-young? He's still sleeping. He must be tired. He's in Ganghyun's room, and I'm going to make him change his room when he wakes up. I nodded. Then I heard a blunt voice. Says who? How can you keep him in your room? I'm the owner of this place. Hey. Be quiet. Do-young's still sleeping. Since Lee Jin-ha's here, I'll need to talk to him before Do-young wakes up. Talk about what? You're trying to change the subject. Just follow me. There were some snacks in the living room, and Gang Hyun put on an envelope. I was told that Chow Do-young was being stalked. Gang Hyun flipped the envelope open, dozens of pictures slid onto the table. The pictures were of Do-young and a familiar-looking man following him. Ha, Sang-woo. He was, and still is, dangerous. He might be even more dangerous now that he could be up to anything. I thought I took care of everything, but I'd forgotten about the most dangerous one. When did he start following him? We should keep it a secret until Do-young is stable. Now, I had to admit, sending Do-young to Hyun's house was a great idea. Yeah, and let's take care of it before Chow Do-young finds out anything. Good idea. I'll help too. Do-young's condition is getting worse. I opened my eyes. My eyelids felt so heavy and tired. I dozed off for a second. And it was night already. My eyes were still sleepy. I slowly looked around the room. Then I found Jin-ha sitting by the bed. When did you get here? You should have woken me up. I spoke in a sleepy voice. Jin-ha smiled. I just got here. Did you have sweet dreams? I don't remember. Are you hungry? Should I get you some porridge? I shook my head. I didn't feel like eating anything. I skipped a meal, but I still felt bloated. And I'm sick of eating porridge. But you have to eat. Jin-ha went on telling me that I should eat up and to stay healthy. You're acting like my mom. Jin-ha jumped. I saw his face redden. I wasn't trying to be the mom. Sorry, I was just joking. Jeez. He's cute. I wasn't feeling well, but I felt better after talking with Jinha. After some time, Jinha went home. Where's Hyun? It's a shame he has to go. Chao Do-young's condition worsened after Lee Jinha went home. This is frustrating. Well, what should I do? I feel like eating anything? I'll have it ready tomorrow morning. Nothing. Are you trying to make me worried sick? It upset me that there was nothing I could do for him. It seemed he was getting skinnier every day. I couldn't keep myself from sighing. They all looked diffident. Then he mumbled, "Sorry." Don't. It's not your fault. I'll try to cheer up. And eat a lot. I didn't mean to discourage him. I managed to swallow a sigh. It might hurt his feelings if I kept on sighing in front of him. I stroked the young's forehead. Yeah, you better sleep tight. Yeah, it'd be better if I fell asleep. I slept almost all day, but I could at least try getting more sleep. Good night. Then something popped up in my mind. We were in Hyun's room, and I was in his bed. Where's Hyun going to sleep? I couldn't think of an answer. The couch? Another room? I suddenly felt sorry for him. Hyun was the one who insisted that I stay here, but it did bother me. Where are you going to sleep tonight? Me? On my bed. I opened my eyes wide. Huh? My bed? Hyun repeated his words as I looked at him with confused eyes. Do rich people have several beds in their house? It was then Gang Hyun got closer to me. What are you doing? Hyun was staring at the empty part of the bed right next to me. I narrowed my eyes. I knew it was ridiculous, but I asked him just in case. You mean this bed? Do you think I have another bed? I guess even rich people didn't have several beds. Then there were two people, but only one bed. He's joking with me, isn't he? I tried to get out of the bed. Hyun pressed on my forehead and pushed me back down. Hey! Don't. In most cases, I would say, I'm sorry that I took up your bed. I'm making you uncomfortable. Then he would say, it's okay, don't worry. But things were getting very awkward in here. Don't struggle. Just go to sleep when I tell you to. You're not telling me. Hyun was still pressing on my forehead. I slapped his finger away. But that didn't stop Hyun from lying down next to me. I was baffled seeing him act so naturally. Jeez, he just staked into the bed. But I couldn't kick him out. He was the owner of this bed, this room, and even this house. He's so cheeky and brazen. I would have forced him out, but I wasn't in a condition to do that. I glared at him hard. Hyun broke into laughter. Then Hyun put his arm under my head, looking excited. I'll lend you my arm as a pure pillow. Fine, have it your way. I gave a trying to stop him. Hyun looked at me with sparkling eyes like a child who's asking for a compliment. Don't you feel relaxed? No. This is uncomfortable. His arm's not soft at all. I spoke in a blunt voice as I tried to make myself comfortable lying on his arm. But that didn't discourage Hyun. Instead, he was smiling. I figured he might be up to something. Then he whispered something ridiculous into my ear. Then, is your heart racing? What? Do you have butterflies in your stomach? Are you out of your mind? I felt my face burning up. I couldn't believe how brazen he was. And he didn't even bat an eye as he said that. Liar. I slapped Hyun and yelled that I wasn't lying. But Hyun just laughed out loud. His laughter might have been heard from outside the room. I'm sleepy. As I quarreled with Hyun, I felt my eyes getting heavier. Feeling sleepy? No. Yes, you are. Hey. Hmm? Did your grandfather scold you? I don't get scolded for something like that. I wasn't sure if he was telling the truth or if he was bluffing. Good. Were you worried about me?
And
Yes. Do-young, you have to stay healthy.
and
Yes. Do-young answered, half asleep. Whoops. Do-young answered, half asleep. He might not even remember this in the morning, but I was still satisfied. Am I good looking?
and
Yeah. He would have normally snapped at me, but this time he answered sleepily. Soon he fell asleep and became quiet. Only then I whispered in a low voice, I like you. The words wouldn't reach Do-young, but I was glad to have him sleeping soundly in my arms. I even held Do-young tighter to get closer to him. I really like you. Maybe I like you too much. I was tired but wide awake. It was because I had Do-young lying right next to me. He's the one who slept all day, but I'm the one who's still awake. It was almost dawn, but I didn't sleep a wink. Don't you feel nervous? I narrowed my eyes as I looked at Do-young. But then again, the sulkiness melted away the moment I saw his sleeping face. Then Do-young began to frown. Do-young shook his head. It looked like he was suffering from something. Is he having a nightmare? I wasn't sure which was better, waking him up or letting him be. Then I saw tears running down his face. I took Do-young in my arms and comforted him. What is it, Do-young? Why are you crying in your sleep? I held him tighter. Episode 17, an operation finished. Well, that's the end of that episode.
날 지켜준다고? 네가
Alright.
다치는 건 싫지만 기뻐.
Well, that's the episode of 16 and 17. And that'll be it for this segment of this section for the stream today. I'll be right back, but also thank you, Mari and Inari, for being part of this section. I appreciate it. And for anyone else who stopped by, if you see this on YouTube, thank you for watching. And if you want to see me play more dating sims or continue, if this series is currently continuing, feel free to come by to Twitch, usually on Wednesdays, because I will play this. And unfortunately, there is no current schedule, as I can't say, but hey. But for now, I'll be right back. DjDoubleT out and about, and deuces. Be right back. Version number 2.